You walk through them. But if they start shutting in your face, which is obviously what's happening now, just turn around and walk away with the attitude of, hey, when your call doesn't work out, I'd love to see you again. And that's all you can do. Because if this guy's been screwing up, there's a good chance that he'll start to screw up in the future. You know, it's a month or so from now. In the meantime, that's why you need to have other options. You need to move on.
Okay. Now this guy is saying that when you look at stuff, you should tell them that get back to me if you have something. Now, first of all, committing anything to monogamy is dangerous because you give the other person so much of power. If you're doing a monogamy, you should make sure that you cheat. This is counterintuitive to the world that we think of. If you cheat, you have less chances of a girl walking away from you than if you don't cheat. That you might find this counterintuitive. I'll back this up with another data that we have from marriage statistics. As you must be knowing, 75 to 80% of the divorce cases happen directly or indirectly because women initiate it. I mean, 70 they initiate directly, another 10-15% indirectly they do that. Um, but if you cheat on your wife, the chances that she's going to leave you is less because women don't divorce you for cheating. They divorce you when they get bored. And out of 100 divorce cases, you would say like 10-15% happening because of a man cheating, 60% happening because they get bored and they think that you have lost your masculinity, you have lost your strength, you have lost your power, you have lost um, the mental ability to lead the family. So, and you have not cheated, you don't have any options, you're stuck with her, you are the only best option that you can have, and all those reasons. So, in the waiting game, first of all, getting into any kind of monogamy is tricky. Uh, till the time you get married to somebody legally, which you should never ever do, there is no sense of going monogamous. If you're doing that, you should cheat every 3-4 months. Uh, how do you tell her? You can tell her upfront that hey, I met a girl and I went to her house and some emotions ran through and I got drunk and this is what I did. This is extremely counterintuitive, but you have to come up with a strength and tell her that hey, this is what happened. Uh, or you don't need to tell her because when she does the same, you have to kick her ass and kick her to the curb and leave the relationship. So you cannot tell her exactly, but you can say that yeah, I went to this girl's house or something like that on the terms where she asks you if you had sex or you said you can say I don't want to answer that or something like that, keeping it ambiguous, but giving a hint that you have an option to grab and cheat on her. You say you don't cheat, but you have an option to grab and cheat or a way in which she knows that you cheated, but she does not have any proof. These are complicated mind games and scenarios that exist. And this guy tells us, Corey, that when a girl dumps you and goes to your ex, you can tell her that, hey, uh, let me know if anything changes. This is also low power. Ideally, as a man, as the king of the country, you should have many girls. So when a girl leaves you, the ideal is no contacting. If she wants to see what's happening in her life, you can go out with other girls. Um, if she calls you or message you, you can say that you are with somebody or doing something, or give a hint that you have other options. Never say to her that, let me know if anything changes as this guy. Let's see what other things you say.
Of your life, especially if you're just learning this stuff, so you don't get all emotionally wrapped up and hung up on it. He says, then she can apologize to me in person, which is my plan. It's like, don't do that. Hang out, have fun, and hook up. Hang out, have fun, and hook up. Where is there hang out, have drama, and hook up? That's not going to help your case. Being butthurt that she went back to her husband, it's like, you should have the take it or leave it kind of attitude. You'd love to have her, but if she goes back to her husband, hey, I hope it works out. Maybe you guys can make it work this time. But if it doesn't, give me a call because I think you're absolutely fucking amazing. And I'd love to see you again. And then you go on about your life and you forget about it.
This is very interesting. When you're with a girl, of course, you should never go into monogamy with a girl unless you're married or something bad happens. When you're with a girl, and you should never live or cohabitate with them as much as possible. So, assuming you did those kind of stupid things and she left you and she went to her last boyfriend, the best strategy around that is he's saying that you should have sex with her and let her be with your old man so that you should treat her as a sex object. Now, how does that help into? Now, girls are attracted to men who have options and who have many girls, and when they see that you can get a girl better than them, she might be going to her ex because you were not looking for any options, and she thought that you are the best that you are the best that she's the best that you can get. And she looked at her ex as well. You must have seen that this guy has moved on. He's getting better girls. So your attitude should be, okay, go try her. Let's see if I can get an upgrade as well. But you should not tell the same words explicitly, but that should be your attitude. And the other thing, you should keep having sex with her. That is the most critical part. And the sex, these guys never talk about what the sex would be. If you are having any relationship and you're not having choking, deep throating, spanking, and anal sex, then it, it's you cannot dominate the girl emotionally, and it makes no sense. She's going to leave you, whatever. This is another part that this guy does not tell explicitly. He said just hook up. Just having simple missionary sex is not even counted in sex. It should be anal, it should be choking, it should be deep throat, and it should be spanking. If and it should be swallowing your semen. If you're not doing those kind of stuff, girl is going to leave you. First of all, you come out as weak, and it's she does not do it in the first 3 4 times, then you should always switch over because these girls do it for uh, the man that they want to, and if you make them do it, then you would become strong and powerful in terms of their eyes. So this is one reason. The next time you should have sex with this girl, you can tell her that in the sex that you are a slut or something like that, or you deserve punishment or something like that in those motions. So that psychologically it's in her mind that you are punishing her in sex to be a slut, that she's having sex with you while she went back to the other guy. If you can trigger sex, no strings attached, that is the most powerful strategy that you can come out from that. This guy is too politically correct in dealing with these things.
That's the best thing that you can do. He says, "What do I do at this point other than wait? What do I say when she contacts me? Is I prefer it to be all in person, whatever it may be. Yes, I've won a few battles here as he made the music of war, so to speak. We can't look at it this way. If she reaches out to you or she calls you, assume she wants to see you. Hey babe, great to hear from you. I'd love to see you when you three to get together next. Make a date, hang out, have fun, and hook up. That's it. Keep it really simple. Don't complicate things. Because if you complicate things and you start getting pissed off, you want to apologize.
That's one of the mistakes that I had. When a girl breaks up with you and she's dating another man, you meet her and she's alone, and you have given her a gift or something, or a small favor that you do, you should always have sex with her. That sex should have anal part and other part. Um, there is no moralities when involving with these sorts. So even if she is going out to see other men, you can still try to have sex with her. She might accuse you of doing something bad, but that's a risk that you have to take. You should have $10,000 in your escrow account with your lawyer. Now, if the girl has left you, she's starting to meet her old boyfriend, um, and the old boyfriend had given her sex that was not as dominant as sex that you should be giving to her. She's going to come back with you if she finds that you are having sex with other women. Girls like to have sex with men who are having sex with other women. That is the mind of girls in the United States, in the West. Uh, if she moves to the ex and she becomes monogamous with the ex, same thing is going to jump into her mind. And you have to defeat the idea that you cannot find something better than her. Even you can trick her in believing that you did find something better than her. So you can, when she calls and meets you, like he says, that have sex with them, you should give them the option that you are dating other person and girls are coming at your house. If you don't feel it, I did a big mistake when I left the girls and I got a chance to have sex with them again at their house. I did not do that. That was stupid. If I would have done that, I would have created that. The other two, three mistakes that I did earlier in the part, the first couple of times when I about was with girls. I never knew that. Whether it not had anal sex, choking and spanking, and complete domination over the girl. You can spank a little bit. You can deep throat a little bit, and you can make her swallow your semen. If you don't do that, it's bad. I was doing the bad kind of sex, without anal sex, without swallowing. If a girl said that she does not like the taste of semen, I don't care. I absolutely don't care. And you should never give a girl cunnilingus. You should not. You should never. You should tell her that her orgasm is not important. This is all about you. This is your world. This is your life. This is your kingdom. This is all about you. If you don't do that, and if you try to please the girl, that's a big no-no. Now this guy is saying that you should have sex with the girl even if she have to. That's correct. Sex should be dominant, and you should tell her that you have options. You should never tell her that let me know if your mind changes, because that means that you're not going to look something else. So if she leaves you, you can say that yeah, I was also thinking that monogamy is not going to work. So um, let's keep it open. If your mind changes, let me know. But from here on, it's going to be an open relationship on both sides. You don't have to say on both sides. You can say it's going to be an open relationship. That's how you're going to deal with a girl. Now, looking at a situation, I had a situation where a girl told me that, hey, I want to leave you. I want to think about it. Can you give me a couple of weeks to think? Let's keep this on the hold. At that time, I would break off the stuff and I say, no, no thinking. It's over. It's over right now. And if she does something crazy, you can punish her. How do you go back from the situation? It's a little tricky. If the girl is in hospital or not well, then it's another situation. But now, if she calls you, you can tell her that hey, I'm going out, and you can go take her on an evening, meet or drink. So tell her that you found this nice restaurant and you would like to invite her to have a couple of drinks with her or like go out on food with her, only her. Now, in this kind of situation, you will have to escalate. You cannot just call her when you broke up. And when you meet her at the nice place, you should try to escalate. You should show strength. You should try to hold her strong. You should try to kiss her strong. And show complete domination in terms of body language in the kiss when you are out and this when you're drinking or eating. Like twisting her hands, like holding her tight, like looking into her eyes and telling her through the eyes that you can do whatever, wherever you want, and those kind of stuff. So switching it back and doing this kind of stuff and not reacting if she blows you off is the way. When she's going to a boyfriend. This happens a lot. Those girls test you.
Guys and kiss your ass. Think about it. Is that going to make her feel good or is that going to make her feel like shit? Make a woman feel like shit.